is something you miss about your old self?
Nothing.
Youth.
Wow.
Oh, that's a deep question.
All right, guys, it's winter season, which means it's grinding season, and we're out here in Notting Hill, Portobello, asking people how they're getting on with the 2023 resolutions, what bad habits they're trying to change, how they're trying to improve themselves, and overall, what advice they could share with us. So let's go see. What is your resolution for 2023?
You know what? I purposely didn't make any because I knew I wasn't gonna keep them. But other than trying to keep fit, I guess healthy.
Haven't got one.
Be more spontaneous.
Be more spontaneous. And how is it going so far?
Not very good.
No?
I used to be very spontaneous.
Are you normally very well planned and organised?
No,
No, not at all.
Okay.
terribly.
Terribly so.
Sleep better.
Sleep better?
More.
Working too hard?
No, just stay up late unnecessarily.
Okay.
Yeah, not doing anything productive.
Finishing studying, try to keep my boyfriend around me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, and travel a lot.
My resolution, just keep alive.
And how's that going so far?
Well, it's going all right,
Yeah.
I suppose, yes. I haven't fallen
Sweet.
to bits yet.
Do the resolutions of 2022 that I didn't get to do.
Which was?
Take better care of my mental health, better my relationships with people.
What would you say is a bad habit that you would like to fix?
Probably not having enough time for people when I should. I think it's common to a lot of people, the pressure that are under with work and modern day living, that we just don't have enough time for each other.
What do you think is more important?
Time them much more important than money. You can always get money, you can't get time.
I'd like to drink less wine. So I'd like to drink better wine, but less wine.
Okay, I'll say
I think
quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity, exactly.
Probably going out boozing too much.
Yeah.
I go out in the week now quite a lot.
During the week as
Yeah,
well.
I just need one mate to say, "Are we out?" and I'm out.
Starting something and not finishing it.
Okay.
So I always start a new writing project or whatever,
yeah.
but I never really see it through to the end.
Okay.
Relationships. Getting a bit older, the relationships I had in my 20s, I'm giving it away now, were a bit more, I don't want to use the word shallow, but they're a bit more fun. And once you get into your 30s, all your friends are with their partners and having
Sure.
kids and all of that kind of stuff.
So you feel like maybe if you had taken a few more relationships more serious,
maybe
you would be in a different position.
For sure.
Not taking things personally.
Get my invoices done for work.
Get your invoices done. So
Yeah.
be more on it like with the work stuff.
Yes.
So that's an important one because you need to get paid.
Yes.
I hate doing exercise. It's a real effort for me to do exercise. That's what I'm doing now. I'm just going for a walk to,
Nice, I like
to
that.
do exercise because that's almost all I can do anymore. Been a terrible failing all my life.
Okay.
It's led to health problems.
I see. Who's your favourite role model?
Oh, Springsteen.
Springsteen?
Yeah, I love Springsteen.
Sweet.
And he's a hard-working man. He gets better as he gets older. He's committed to his craft.
Love
He's
that.
always trying to do better. And he's a troubadour. He's a storyteller, which is great, right? Life's all about telling stories.
Of course,
and he tells
of course.
great stories.
My mom.
Your mom?
Cheesy, but my mom.
I like that.
She's the first woman that I looked up to and still do. So
Is there any advice that she's given you that you've carried on?
she always just said she believed in me, whatever I do, whatever I put my mind to, and so I think that's always been my one motivation. Even if it was the dumbest idea, she would always support it.
Bob Marley, you're a massive influence for just doing things your way and taking control of your business.
Phil Taylor.
Phil
I
Taylor?
always followed Phil Taylor. I loved that he dominated and he was the best at it, and he was ruthless as well.
And have you maybe like some of his traits applied that to your own personal life?
Not on the dartboard, no, because I'm absolutely rubbish. Yes, sometimes you've got to be ruthless to get to where you need to be.
What advice would you give your younger self?
Don't end up like me.
Well, you seem to be doing pretty well for yourself.
It's all relative, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course, financially I am, but maybe my time could have been spent much better on things that are not involved with that.
Enjoy myself more. Don't concentrate too much on work. Have a bit more fun. I had a lot of fun, but
Yeah.
I mean, I just think it would have been nicer to have more fun while I was young when I
Yeah.
could have enjoyed it. Yes.
If I could go back in time, I'd have said buy some houses, take risks.
Yeah.
Take risks because fortune will favour the brave.
Treat yourself and your body like a car that you only have one. Read the manual properly. When something's wrong, fix it and take care of it.
Don't worry what people think.
Well, why do you think we worry too much about what people think about us?
Insecurity and the kind of pressure that's around, because obviously we grew up without the internet, but we still felt the pressure, but I think it must be even worse now.
Any ways to get over that? Any hacks?
Less screen time
Yeah.
for everyone.
So I think my screen time is avoiding what I really should be doing. Instead, I'm doing nothing and achieving nothing.
Okay.
Sometimes it works looking at the screen,
Yeah.
but there's got to be a balance, isn't there?
Well, I think that's key to everything is moderation.
Absolutely.
What is some advice that you would give to your younger self?
I wish I'd taken more advantage of the opportunities when they came along. You know, you can be too conservative and not travel, not go and, not take up opportunities to go and see things or do things. And I quite envy, I have some friends. I just came back from a holiday actually with a friend of mine who, as a young man, he was at music college, he was a drummer, and he gave that up to be a lawyer. But he still had that passion all the way along. And he managed to make enough money to retire early and go back to drumming. And I thought that was really inspiring, actually.
Yeah, that is very inspiring.
Don't rush into anything, or enjoy your childhood, teenage years, every phase of your life. You only do it once, so might as well enjoy every.
What is something you miss about your old self?
If I'm honest, my old self, nothing.
Oh yeah?
He was a nightmare.
The only thing I miss is being young.
Okay, the youth.
Yeah.
Do you mind me asking how old you are?
54.
Oh, you're still young.
Thank you very much.
Youth.
Any particular traits?
Yeah, the fearlessness.
Yeah?
It's it's what you don't know. It's not going to hurt you, is it?
What are you doing to improve yourself?
I go to therapy, so I feel like that is a way to improve myself. I also try and journal and reflect on what I do and why I do what I do.
Yeah.
So,
What do you think about therapy then? Do you think it helps?
yeah.
Is
I
it for
think-
everybody?
Not necessarily. It's for whoever wants to go to therapy, and if it works for you, then it works for you. If not, then.
Well, actually, I'm just about to go to the gym, getting ready for summer.
Good. Yeah, okay, so that's
Starting early.
Trying to get the abs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and writing, painting, even picking up a new instrument.
What motivates you?
Family.
Do you guys have kids?
Grandchildren.
Children.
Yeah, and you asked a question about a role model. I think I'd rather try to achieve to be a role model than look for one, because I never had one as a youngster, and then nearly became that person that wouldn't be a role model. Whereas today, I can be a role model for our grandchildren and my children.
Yeah.
Our children.
I mean, if you do the mathematics, I've never done the mathematics, but supposedly there's 1 in trillion chances of you being here, out of the 8 billion of us being here. So yeah, that's what motivates me.
That you basically already...
We made it.
Yeah, we made it.
We're here.
To see changes, to see people embracing change. The new day always motivates me. It's a fresh 24 hours. You can do what you want in that day.
So what motivates me, I was thinking about it, we were just talking about it just now, but I feel like what should motivate you is your future self. If you have a vision of your future self and what you want, that should motivate you to become that person, right?
Yeah.
I think that should be a great motivator.
So what's your image of your future self? How does it look like?
I'm in the slums, selling drugs.
So what does self-love mean to you?
Self-love is self-acceptance, just like accepting all versions of you, or like I accept all versions of me,
Sure.
and like my past and everything I've done. So
Yeah.
that's my definition of self-love, I guess.
It's not something I think about very much, but I mean, just being happy in one's own skin. I mean, or being contented in one's own skin. You should be happy with what you've got because that's all you've got. So if you can't make peace with that, you're going to have a very miserable life.
I think loads of people have misunderstood it recently, which is all about me. And actually, I think you can only really love others when you love yourself. And sometimes it's really difficult to honestly and genuinely love yourself.
Yeah.
And by doing the reverse, by loving others, you also kind of learn to love yourself.
I think that you're your own superhero. So you back yourself when things go wrong. You don't beat yourself up. You don't ruminate about why you're in a certain way, but you think about what can I do to better. Yeah, it's about looking forward and really thinking that you're an amazing person, you're awesome, and there's nothing wrong with you.
So the question is, what is one thing that you'd like to do before you die?
I've always said Hawaii. My wife will tell you, I'd like to do a massive tour of America and just hit all the country and western bars. Nashville, Tennessee, Memphis, all of it.
A big road trip.
Yeah, a big one, yeah. Maybe when the kids are older. They need our attention at the minute.
Of course.
As soon as they're 15, we're off.
Yeah.
I'd like to see every country in the world.
One
possibly
thing.
can.
One
Yeah,
thing.
lots of travel. That's one thing.
I guess Like most of us on this planet, we're biologically programmed to have families. I would say to have a family and not to worry about the financial side of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you have it, guys. That's the end of the video. We've got to speak to a lot of people from different ages, young and old. Got different answers on the same questions. Let us know who is your favorite person that we spoke to, what's something that you managed to take away from this video, and what is some advice and wisdom that you could pass on to people in the comment section. And even myself, I'll be reading it all. So make sure you drop some feedback in the comment section. See you in the next one. Deuces.